Welcome in everybody who's new. Welcome in everybody who's returning. We're going to be doing an intuitive message, whatever comes out. I hope everybody enjoyed their day of the dead. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their Halloween, whatever you were celebrating yesterday. For me, I was celebrating Day of the Dead for my ancestors and with them. And we had a grand time. For everybody who did, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. All right, let's see what's going on, y'all. We're going to be going into, I got this new deck that I'm going to try. I might have to go into the book at some points, but we're going to get through this read. The cards are so pretty, y'all. Let's see. Grand Rising. Somebody not a child no more. The overall energy is talking about a child. The letter J could be significant, don't have to be. Hey, Holy Spirit, what do you like for us? Okay. We got the seed. It's coming out in reverse. And then we got the wishing well in reverse as well. Number 41, 10, 41, 10, 14, 41, 10. To everything, there is a season and a time for everything, and a time to every purpose under the sun. Be careful, I am swift and sharp. All right, somebody may not be seeing something. Their wishes is not coming true, or something could be harder than they expect it to be. Okay, so the well is I have many symbolic meanings, wishes, resources, creativity, and healing. But if you look intently into the depth of my darkness, you may see my true thoughts reflected in your secrets, your secret wishes, your secret, I cannot speak right now, your secret wishes revealed. But your wishes will only be granted if you dig deep and work hard. Somebody may not want to work hard, and somebody may not see that it may take hard work in order for them to accomplish something. So it could be hard for somebody to focus, and what they need to focus on could be life changing if they really just see something through. Yeah, it will be plentiful. Look at all these fishes. Somebody would be abundant. 34 could be significant. K, the letter K. I got J and K out here on these cards. Somebody is not seizing their moment. We got the storks. They may feel like it's too hard. There's too many conflicts. The letter Q is significant. All right, with movement, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I could be your move or your next promotion. Okay, so with this coming out, and then at the bottom of the deck was in the reverse was a child in reverse. So I feel like if somebody just had a baby, they didn't plan this baby. This could be a new change. That's also why fishes is out here. Somebody may have not been trying to conceive or have a baby, but they still ended up having one anyway. I feel like, and I feel like this is life changing, but somebody may not see how somebody ended up getting pregnant or something like that. 17 is significant too. Somebody don't see how something happened. I feel like somebody was not supposed to get pregnant because they could have told someone that they couldn't get pregnant anymore, or that they couldn't have kids. Maybe the person who got someone pregnant, they were under the impression that they couldn't have kids, or maybe somebody had something done where they cannot have kids, so they could be questioning the legitimacy of a child, I feel like is what this is. We got the bridge in reverse. Yeah, I feel like somebody don't want to be a part of a family or something with another person. Look, we got time coming out in reverse too. I feel like somebody look at something as unwise, like they made a messed up decision that they can't come back from, something that they didn't want to become a reality, but it is. It's a part of their life now. Yeah, somebody now have a family or something. They got to work something out with someone who maybe they did not expect to get pregnant or expect to have a child with. I feel like somebody pissed off, or they will be. Time. It's coming out in reverse. Yeah, somebody is looking at the birth of a child, or somebody conceiving a child or getting ready to, like a pregnancy, as like it's gonna slow them down. They was not trying to have no baby. They weren't trying to have no baby. And then for others who's not expecting a child, this could be like somebody wasn't expecting a new beginning or something like that, or somebody wasn't expecting to grow in a way that they ended up growing. Somebody didn't see them growing the way that they did end up growing, or somebody is not seeing the abundance that's coming in for them. If it's not a child that's being conceived and a person wasn't expecting it, then somebody just don't see all the abundance that's around them that's coming in, that's going to be life changing for them. And somebody may feel like time has been working against them and all of that. Time hasn't been on their side. If somebody is trying to have a child, going back to that, then somebody may feel like their time clock ran out, that they can't conceive a child. And then the fact that they end up doing it could be baffling, or it's going to make somebody question, like, if a child is theirs, because I thought you couldn't have a baby. Namaste, beautiful. How you doing, love? I'm blessed. Gratitude for asking. How are you? But yeah, somebody is like, what the heck? We got 16 here. I gotta see what this card mean. I forgot what it was. I reviewed these and then I still don't remember. You gotta look at stuff a couple of times. Well, at least for me. Okay, in reverse. Shiny sparkles. Guidance and healing is what I promise. Through a gentle feeling, I am reassurance, inspiration, and a new path for your exploration. Yeah, somebody was not trying to have a child. They wasn't trying to walk through that avenue or something like that. I feel like somebody has already had a baby before. Look, we got 29, but this woman is not changing their mind. I'm glad you great this AM, this rising. Yeah, I feel like whoever this lady is, she's giving it much thought. She's not changing her mind. The letter A is significant. The number 6 is significant. 616, 34K is significant. Number 38, 83, 10 is significant. J is significant. October is significant. Or somebody could have just had a baby. 1029, 1016. Somebody between the ages of 34 and 38. Somebody could be born the year 92 or 83. But whoever this is, they definitely have been thinking about it. They not changing their mind. Another person is pissed off. 42 is here. They're trying to figure out which way to go. Wow. The year 2024, somebody could have slowed themselves down by meeting another person. Yeah, especially if they just had a baby with someone. They could have got them pregnant at the end of last year. Something about that. Yeah, at the end of last year. We got 19. I think this is the tower. I gotta be sure. 19 is here. 19, 16, 10, 19. Yeah, that's the tower. So it's like somebody is thinking about like going to go get somebody could be thinking about going to go get like an abortion or something like that. Oh, I'm like trying to show y'all the book. But yeah, with number 19 coming out the tower, somebody is thinking about like either going to go get an abortion, or somebody is thinking about like if a connection is real or not, or if a partnership is real. They may be trying, or if a business deal is real or something like that, or they just got signed on to something or got some type of contractual agreements. They gonna go to a lawyer to make sure that something is legit. They may not believe that like a new start is real or it's too good to be true, but if it's a pregnancy, somebody is definitely thinking about going to go get an abortion. Planned Parenthood. Here we go. 43. Somebody in a maze, basically. This the labyrinth. A labyrinth. But yeah, somebody could be caught up in a maze trying to they got to figure themselves up out of this, and they going to have to do it by themselves. I never seen a male pop up, but I seen the child in reverse, and I see all of these indications with the fish and all of that this is a new pregnancy or a new life that's here. Somebody could have thought about getting an abortion, but if a person just had a baby, then yeah, that was the route they took. They was thinking about it, or they did go, but probably they more than likely changed their mind. Or somebody could have ended up getting pregnant without another person's permission, froze their eggs or something, and the person thought that they couldn't get pregnant. But with this scribe coming out saying, whoever this person is, they don't see how like another person don't see how someone got into the situation that they is in, or how the hell is they pregnant or some shit like that. Snake. They feel like they got played, I'm telling you. They feel like somebody like lied to them or tricked them. We got 10, a key. I feel like for security, to lock them down, for a safety net. And whoever this lady is, they're very wise, very calculated. Oh, she came out, but in the reverse. She came out, but in the reverse. Whoever this lady is, she's a snake. On my soul, look, the man came out in reverse too. Don't want nothing to do with her. It could have been a one-night stand, or something is going to be a one-night stand, and these two is not a match. I feel like this person is the only ones with their feelings involved, and I feel like they went off and made some type of irrational decision for themselves, a selfish decision. They ain't have shit to do with whoever this masculine is, and they lied to them, or whatever the case may be, prior to seeing them. Something like that. It's like a conversation that was had, like, oh, can you get pregnant or whatever, and somebody said no, but they was lying. The fox in reverse coming out at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is what somebody's intentions really was, is not to be seen as the sneaky motherfucker that they is. Or this masculine energy was never on no bullshit, was never trying to snake whoever they was dealing with, but got snaked. Look, they like, how the hell did this shit how the hell did this shit happen? I'm telling you, because somebody was never trying to be with someone long term. And I feel like somebody's going to want to go get a DNA test or something like that as well. Look, clouds. This shit is not good for somebody because I feel like they are already involved with a lot of other stuff in their life right now. And even if it's not somebody else, they involved with a lot. And now they feel like they're obligated to something, but they want to make sure that this is legit before they just go ahead and sign up to be a dummy. Something like that. Look, because they know that whoever they was dealing with was a snake. I'm here, bitch, you told me you can't get pregnant, I swear. Look, this masculine energy is mad. Yeah, they was never trying to be with whoever this is. Bye. Nope. They trying to see how they can get themselves up out of this before it's too late or something like that. I don't know how, if the baby, for somebody, they baby already born. For another person, they baby, somebody is like planning something. This could be happening within the next 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, where somebody is going to meet a woman who's lying about that they can't get pregnant, but really they can. Or they got some type of trick up their sleeve, something about freezing eggs. So this could be an older woman or a more mature woman. She for sure over 30. Look, somebody is trying to be a family with this house card. Somebody want to be a family. Somebody is trying to have a child. Q and K is significant. Yeah, but this motherfucker is not cool. Somebody play a lot of games and they hoping that at the end of the light, there's like somebody who gonna come around to the idea or whatever, but really they trying to get whatever they can. Yeah, this is somebody who is showing one side right now, but once this baby born, I feel like it's good somebody's getting a DNA test, because if this is a new life, then they trying to get everything they can from somebody, whatever they possibly can for child support. Yeah, it's all about what they can secure. Seven is significant. But the main thing I'm hearing is deceit. Look, it's coming out crossing. This man don't want nothing to do with whoever this snake is. I'm telling you, they don't want these problems, all these challenges, all these issues, and all of this. Look. Whoever this female is, they weighing whoever this is down. And I feel like really the truth of the matter is that this masculine energy has somebody else there in a life. They could be bisexual. There's a letter coming. 27. Yeah, that is sad. Exactly. That's the T, Shakir. Whoever this is. 27, 728. 727 is significant. 728. I feel like somebody is receiving a message, or no, they're gonna get a document. Oh, okay, they gonna get a document that they not the fucking father. Okay, so I take that back with that same sex. Somebody is, or they're gonna get a message from a masculine energy. The doctor or whoever is signed off on these documents is a man. And somebody didn't see this coming. It's gonna be good news though. 22. Yeah, it's gonna be good news. This choice is like, it was gonna be a good choice that they did this, that somebody's gonna go get a DNA test, because this, whatever their choice was, it saved them from this situation. Somebody is not the father. This anchor, this person was going to try to weigh them down with a baby. They was trying to weigh him down. somebody was stressed out or is going to be stressed out about a pregnancy until they get these results back. And the results is going to come out that somebody is not the father. Crazy. What is this? Coming out blocked. Two. Oh, don't tell me it was a possibility of two men. Bye. Look. Somebody could have been doing this with somebody's friend. Oh, yeah, she ain't shit. Look, flowers in reverse. Yeah, whoever this is ain't shit, man. They is not the type to wife. Oh, my soul. Look, y'all. We got the dog. Somebody was sleeping with somebody's friend. They need neither one of them. And they didn't notice. This woman ain't shit. Whoever she is female. It's like they had to do some type of investigation, I feel like, and that was going to go get a DNA test. Flowers in reverse, because somebody is not respected. And then we got, this would be, 20 would be like a marriage and all of that, or like a celebration, but that's not the case. A child is in reverse because somebody is like not having a baby, or they are, but it's not with them. These men, neither one of them are the dad. So whoever this woman was, she couldn't trick whoever this is, because she not about to be a part of whatever this family is that's like wealthy, or this friend group network that is like wealthy or something, because that's what she want. We got the clouds here, because it's going to be hard for her to figure out who the fuck her baby daddy is. Yep, that's something that's hidden. Ain't nobody going to find that out, and I feel like she not either. It's coming down to be like you get around. It's giving like, you know, real bad slutty ways. That's what it's giving. All right, so we're going to go into tarot. We got the Six of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Telling you. And then we got the Four of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah. Two people is not about to be together, and whatever somebody thought that they was getting ready to be a part of a family, or just secure a bag, have some type of baby dad who is going to be able to take care of them and a child, it's not happening. Or they wanted to just be able to say that that was their kid's dad, but it's not. Somebody is like well known or something. Yeah, whoever this is, they not being with the person that they want to have a kid with, or that they're claiming to be pregnant by. Whoever they lying on is not their baby dad, and they don't want to be in a relationship with their ass. I feel like they not in a relationship with their ass. We got the Hermit. Somebody is definitely like not realizing and not seeing that they need to take a closer look at themselves. Somebody out here moving reckless, embarrassing themselves. Virgo, Leo is significant. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What people are saying about somebody is really not good at all. There's a lot of talk that's going on. Could be group messages, or like multiple people are receiving the same info at the same time. So it could be like a chain message or whatever, a group message, yeah, same shit. But whatever the case may be, somebody is talking about another person. They could be younger. Could be in their late teens, early 20s. They talking about how a person was trying to fuck with them for their money. They saying a lot of negative shit about somebody and how they was trying to come up. Yep. Somebody was trying to have a quick come up. But that's not an option. Queen of Cups, they know that somebody don't give a damn about them. And they not finna be they light out of their struggle. Somebody not helping whoever this is play their ass into, I feel like, a fucked up life. Justice, yeah, because they getting this DNA test. Look. If somebody is not finna be burdened by whatever this person was trying to put them under, which was a baby, trying to sign their ass up for some bullshit, sacrifice, yeah. But it's really like two people involved, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it's really they fucking friend. Crazy. It's really they friend the whole time. And I'm seeing the only card faced up is this Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody is not marriage material. And they was a motherfucking fool to try it. Because the Wheel of Fortune, I guess somebody had to do what they had to, shit. Get it by any means. Look, Ace of Cups. They thought this baby was going to help them out. Yep. King of Pentacles. Whoever they was talking to, they got money. They successful or something, or they're very stable, and they're a very generous person. But that plan didn't go right. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that plan, I'm hearing backfired in their face, honestly. But I wanted to say failed. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, lying ass bitch getting exposed in court or through these documents. This not your baby. That's not your baby dad. Neither one of them. Yep, they was trying to lie, trying to play somebody, manipulate their ass. But it didn't work out in their favor. Leo is significant. I'm not trying to say that, but Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Somebody gonna be lost for thoughts when they figure out that they lie is exposed and that they really be getting around. I'm hearing blankly that they're a slut. I feel like that's what the person is going to feel like who was almost okey-doked or tricked into taking care of somebody else's kid who ain't theirs or a family member or friend. I didn't even say family member at first because that could be something too. Somebody is like was closely connected to a person they was talking to in a circle. Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody is sad because they don't know who the hell they conceived a kid with. And they ain't got nobody who's like trying to help them out. The World card in reverse. Yeah, somebody is looking at their stuff like a failure. Because they don't know who the fuck this child is. Look, they don't know who they had a baby with. I'm so serious. Six of Cups could be a smaller kid. It don't always got to be the past. And they don't know who they had this baby with the Magician in reverse. Who the hell did they make this baby with, manifest this kid with? The World card in reverse. They don't know who the fuck came in them. I'm telling you. And this is definitely talking about a female. I'm telling y'all. Hi, Wonder and Jazz Beautiful. Yeah, whoever this person is like, this could be somebody who don't go to church or not religious or something like that. Emperor's in reverse. I feel like this is someone who don't show themselves at church. Or somebody who not spiritual, or who don't really have a lot of values that's coming to like morality or something like that. We got the 8 of Cups in reverse. I mean, the Empress in reverse. Something about the 8 of Cups in reverse. So it's like somebody could have slowed themselves down, or somebody was trying to hold on to a person, but it didn't work out. Page of Cups in reverse. The Magician. I'm telling you, whatever they was trying to tell somebody to try to make them feel bad, or make them think, like, be worried and feel like they had to be a part of whatever their issue was, which was them getting pregnant. I feel like somebody try to make the person who they knew cared about them the most out of everybody who they was sleeping around with, which still didn't give a damn much about them, try to pull on their heartstrings and tell them that they was expecting a baby or something like that, or the one who they knew had the most money. Something like this. But it didn't work out that way. Because somebody don't look at this woman as like wifey material, or like the type of person who they could like shit even tell people about. They don't want to tell nobody they slept with their ass. Yeah, whoever this man is looking at this woman like, damn, like, I'm too real for you. They not trying to, protect whoever this is. I feel like the person who they thought that this man was, is not who they showed up to be once they tried to drop this fucking bomb on them, which was a baby. They not that. They thought this was nice guy. This person came off as an asshole. Hi, spiritual counselor, beautiful. Yeah, they ended up coming up as an asshole. And then here go the fire department coming by. Excuse me, y'all. The King of Wands. I feel like they know that a person is like a really good person. I'm telling you, they're an honest person. They'll be faithful. Like, this is the perfect dad. The perfect person. Like, seriously, they all kings. Like, this is a stand-up person. They gonna step up to the plate if this was their kid, but this, thank goodness it wasn't. Or it's gonna come out not to be, because whoever she is, she's lying. This Queen of Swords is lying, and it's definitely a woman. I was looking in these cards, y'all. I'm trying to find who she was. Let me see where she at. And it was this woman. And look how she's presented in the cards. But she comes out in a reverse. So that's how I know it's for sure a woman, and not just the feminine energy. But I feel like she's coming off in a masculine, feminine energy at the same time. And what I mean by that is that whoever this woman is, like, she's passive aggressive or something like that. Yeah, somebody didn't want to be left out in the cold, though. Or they didn't want to end up having any financial issues and all of this. They was hoping that a person was going to look out for them and help them elevate their life, even though they don't give a damn about them. This is someone who's cold and calculated, literally, with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. They don't give a damn about nobody but themselves. They was trying to be clever, but they wasn't clever enough. Yep, they were trying to snake somebody. This was never a pregnancy. This was never a pregnancy that was by anybody. I feel like that's a part of this circle. Somebody gets around, I'm telling you. They was never pregnant by whoever this is, this King of Pentacles. I'm telling y'all. Yep. That was their wish, but it didn't happen that way. Because when you're trying to do low down shit, it don't never work out in your favor. Look. The Ten of Swords in reverse, yeah. Going into the devil. Yeah, they thought they was gonna snake whoever this was, but with the devil coming out, it's like they the only one who got caught up in this trap. They the only one bonded to whatever they bullshit is, and they the only one who's gonna be taking care of this kid on their own, since they can't seem to find whoever the dad is. They thought they was gonna trap somebody, but no. They looking for somebody to help their ass out. Yep. This person is not their person. And it ain't even just the person that's not their person. This is a loveless connection, and it's like this was also a connection with somebody who it's either they was an ex, or I feel like they was never nobody together. They was never with someone, but they was trying to tie a baby to them so that they could get pregnant. Like, okay, so I don't feel like they was ever trying to be with nobody because somebody is a slut. But it's like, if I'm gonna have a baby, I'd rather go ahead and do the whole shit with somebody and be a family and all of that. And that's what somebody was trying to do. And they was trying to find whoever was the softest person or who was the nicest, had, you know, more care for them or whatever the case may be. And then whoever this person was that they was trying to throw the bag on or whatever, throw the baby on, it didn't turn out to be that they was as nice as they thought. And they never wanted to be with them. And it's like somebody is like having to raise a baby on their own as a single mom. We got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they thought that this King of Pentacles was going to be helping them out, making sure they was good, even if they didn't fucking be with them, because just off the simple fact that they had a baby with them. But they was gonna be giving whoever this person was issues, and whoever this King of Pentacles was, it would just wasn't sitting right with them that this shit was true. Like they knew it was a lie. And I feel like whoever they was dealing with, they talked to them more than they talked to all of the other people, so they knew, or it was understood what they into or the type of life they have or something. It's like somebody was fucking a friend. Homie, lovers, and friends. And now somebody is getting ignored because they be lying. And now, so whoever they was dealing with knows that they was only trying to fuck with them, have a relationship with them just so that they could come up. But they'll never be this family because that was never the plan. And somebody was never trying to be with them. Somebody just took a risk, was being a fool, trying to start them a family, and it is not working out in that way. Yep, that's what they did. They tried to take them a risk to build them a family or put a baby on somebody, or they thought somebody would want to be a family with them or have a kid with them, settle down with them. Especially if a person don't have kids or some shit like that. I'm telling you, look, they wanted a baby. Ace of Cups. They wanted this new start. I'm telling you. So they can get an equal give and take, so that they could, you know, they could finally come out of their whole ways and be like a real woman or something like that, with the Queen of Wands in an upright. But yeah, I'm telling you, they wanted to change their ways. Somebody is looking for like a pregnancy and all of this to be like their way out, so that they could change. So they could finally find somebody who gonna love them for them. And I feel like somebody sleeps around with a lot of people because they don't really have a lot of self-love. And they looking for a family or something like that. They want to create one, even though they wasn't trying to. But like, shit, if the baby is in them, they might as well like do right by it or something, or give it the right type of family, but with the right type of person, which was this King of Wands. But it's not a match, and somebody don't see them in the way that they see them, or it's just like they back against the wall. So shit, I might as well try to be a good woman. This Queen of Wands is trying to change. Death card. And look, but that shit is like false, because the Ace of Cups fell out. This baby isn't theirs. Yeah, and whoever this person is, it's hard for them to change, or it's hard for them to rebuild their reputation or something like that. The Temperance card. It's very hard for them to come up out of like people seeing them the way that they did. And I feel like this be stressing a person out a lot because they looking for real love, but everybody walk away from them. Two of Swords in reverse. I mean, Five of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Scorpio is significant. We got the Eight of Swords in the upright. Somebody don't want no issues, or they don't want no problems in all of this. They don't want to be the person who's like seeming like they coming up creating issues in a person's life and all of that, or drama. They just want to be loved. With the Three of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you, they just want to be loved, but everybody walk away from their ass. With the Eight of Cups in the upright. Everybody leave them. Judgment. I'm telling you, everybody judges this person. Scorpio energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Everybody judge them. Nothing ever works out for them. So I feel like somebody like be feeling sorry for themselves and all of this, and just feel like nobody don't give a fuck about them. And they feel like people don't understand them. Damn, bruh. It's tough. Yep. It's like things never go this person's way. And I feel like somebody is having a baby that they really didn't want, or something like that. Or they didn't think that they could end up getting pregnant with, or they don't want the baby once they realize that they don't know who the hell the daddy is. Something like that. And when somebody was trying, earlier I was saying that somebody tried to trick a person by getting their eggs unfroze or something like that. That's going to be specific to someone. And the person they was dating thought that they couldn't get pregnant or something. They was just dating a friend, or it was a situation, and then they ends up getting pregnant. And this person is questioning if the woman is actually, you know, pregnant by them. Yeah, somebody tried to do some type of spell work on a person, or they just tried to make some shit a reality that was never meant to be. And I was like trying to make somebody be they person and have a family and settle down. But it was going to always be issues and shit in his household because the dad didn't want to be there anyway with the mom. With this 11-ass person, they just don't love them like that. Man, I'm telling you, Shakir. Yeah, this 11 person, but they just, you know, they don't love their ass. And I feel like somebody only sleeps around with a lot of people because they ain't looking for love outside of themselves. Look, but you ain't gonna get away with doing dirt to people, or you're not gonna get away with like being a sneaky ass person. It's always gonna come back to bite you every time. And that's what happened. Came back to bite them. The Hermit. Because somebody was like coming up with plans by themselves and not disclosing it to the people they was dealing with. Queen of Cups. Look, shiesty, scandalous, selfish, only thinking about themselves. They thought somebody was going to be happy to have a baby. Oh, yeah, we're having a baby. And it didn't turn out to be that way. Motherfucker was like, what are you talking about? Having a baby. Grand Rising, love. Yeah. Somebody's like, what? What are you talking about? Look, but they're the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The whole problem and the issue is that they don't got no money. They looking for a handout. They looking for a provider. Somebody who gonna come along and take care of their family and do right by their family. You know? I know you didn't want a family, but ain't you gonna be that man that your family raised you to be? That's what they banking on. Ain't you gonna be that person you was raised to be? And then I feel like whoever this is, something wrong with them mentally. They plan on how to come up is wrong. They trying to do it through having a family, but it wouldn't even be a happy family. They trying to convince somebody to love them or something like that, and only because they having a baby. But that was never the plan was never to be with somebody and to have no equal give and take, nothing. It was never, the plan was never to be a family, settle down with them. They never seen them as they person or somebody who they wanted to have a baby with. This was a selfish act. Somebody thought, I'm telling you, that they would be able to have an equal give and take if they had a baby. Treat them like the wife that they deserve to be. Treat them like the queen that they is. But that's a failure. With the world card in reverse, that mission is not going to be accomplished. It's not happening. That plan is rotten tomatoes. Boo. But that's pretty much what I got y'all for this reading. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I tried to come on here and do a live with y'all because I know I don't be frequently doing them. But I'm trying to get back to at least coming on here at least once a week, y'all. So I hope that y'all appreciate the read. I'm going to be doing some more videos. I'll be posting them soon. But I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. Happy All Saints Day for those of y'all who are real spiritual, celebrating. I hope y'all enjoy y'all time with y'all ancestors and the babies. But other than that, I'll see y'all soon. Enjoy your day. Later, guys.